Libra. Hello, Libra. Joe. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. For those of you that know me and are familiar with my channel, and those of you that don't, I'm glad to have you here. I hope this tarot reading about your money, finances, career, and that type of stuff for March 2021. I hope this reading is for you. It can't be for everybody. I think we all know that. So if it's not for you, that's okay. There's always another message at another time that might be better suited for you, all right? So now we're going to pull some tarot cards about your recent past, your current situation, and potential outcome for March 2021 when it comes to your money, when it comes to maybe your job, maybe it comes to business, investments. I don't know. We'll see what comes out in the cards. You know, it's up to the cards and spirit to bring them forward, and hopefully I can interpret that message in a way that speaks to you. So you have truth be told here, and a blessing for solace and hope. So some of you with that solace and hope might have had a financial struggle, and it's been a drain on your emotions, on your mental state, you know, the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the struggle. And the truth be told is really about seeing things differently. I think that's what this is saying here in this card. When it came out, it's like I kind of felt like that was saying this, you trying to draw your attention to seeing things differently, or be willing to look at things differently, because there might be something you're missing. So Libra, you have the Strength card here, Libra, in your recent past, and the King of Wands. All right, and you have the Ten of Wands in your current situation. So it's almost like your strength and determination is allowing your burdens to ease up, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles coming through in your current situation. So keep in mind these time frames, you know, the recent past and the current situation, you know, this stuff is not set in stone. It could be playing out at a little bit different times than we're talking about if this reading is for you. And we'll talk about that. You have the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands. All right, Libra, Four of Swords. Okay, I think you've been waiting with the Four of Swords. You've been waiting for that opportunity to come in. And I think that you've held out for a very long time with the Strength card. You were determined. I think this, to me, also says that you intuitively knew that if you just stayed positive and kept moving forward, and to keep just doing what you're doing the very best that you can, that there will be an improvement in your finances. So I think that that's kind of what this reading is about, was just a struggle to push a little harder, push a little more to see that improvement in your finances. And you have the King of Wands. So I think this to me speaks to you just being busy, being in pursuit, Libra, of things that are going to bring you stability and abundance. You know, you may be employed, or you may be employed looking for a better job, or you may be unemployed looking for that job, or, you know, it could be any number of things. This could be about pursuing a business opportunity, you know, working on your own, working from home, whatever it is. You know, you knew intuitively that if you just remained strong, determined, and forward looking, that, and kept busy, kept working at it with the King of Wands, that things were going to ease up for you. And I think you were right, because in March you're going to start to see things kind of easing up. You might be feeling that right now, or you might still be waiting for that. But the Ten of Wands, it's you're releasing a lot of that pressure that you've been carrying around, the weight of the world on your shoulders, everything weighing you down, feeling like that it's been a long, hard run. And now that in March you're laying down those Ten of Wands, You're putting all that stuff that's been holding you back and weighing you down to rest. You start to see some abundance come in. You start to see your finances improve. So you have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you were really working toward this. You have been working toward this, and now it's finally starting to trickle in. I don't feel like this is like a big influx of money. It's not like a windfall or an inheritance or anything like that. I think this is like as a result of your hard work, you start to see that things ease up, and you're starting to see your finances slowly improve. So it's like slowly kind of trickling in, and it's gaining momentum is the way I see it. So your financial situation in March really starts to improve, and you really start to see some momentum with that. So at first it might start out slow, but it's almost like it just keeps building and building, and eventually I think you end up in a place that's pretty comfortable, and it's a lot different than where you were coming from with that Strength card, and just remaining determined to keep going at all costs, right? So Libra, in March, though, you really you really have the Seven of Swords here that really just kind of, it says to me that you might be feeling like, okay, things are better, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be. So you might feel like you didn't have the level of success that you wanted. But I think that this is like, you have to be patient. This Truth Be Told card, I think you have to be willing to look at things from a different perspective. It might be hard because you might have worked very, very hard and saw things improving and started seeing that trickling in of financial gain, slowly coming in over time, and slowly building momentum as you're going into March. By the end of March, you might feel like, okay, it was successful, but it wasn't as much as I wanted. It wasn't as good as I wanted. It didn't pan out as good as I wanted it to, but nonetheless, you did see this improvement. But I think that you have to look long term, because I think this is a long-term process for you. But I do feel, though, another message with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands, you have to take some time out for yourself. That Nine of Wands, it's like, even though you began putting all those burdens down in March, or you're starting to lay those to rest, you're weary, you're tired, you're kind of worn out, you're worn down, and I think that you have to remember to take care of self and self-care. It might have you feeling a little down, maybe slightly, I don't want to say depressed, but there might be some of those feelings at times that you experience this just overwhelming burden that you've had to go through, and it still wears on you. And this blessing for solace and hope, the hope is here, the solace and hope is here. It's to give you comfort and help you to see with this Truth Be Told card, and the hope that things are going to improve. And to look at the big picture, or look at things a little bit differently, because in that you might be missing something, whether it's a perspective, or it's an opportunity, or something like that, or it's just a different way of approaching something. You might see that make a drastic improvement in this with this Seven of Swords, because I do feel like you get success, but you feel like you're only getting limited success, or it's not the level of success that you wanted. It's not quite what you had hoped for, although it's better than where you were. And again, the Nine of Wands, just feeling very tired and drained from this. Like, this could have been like a months and months long process for you to keep going, to keep pursuing that goal you have of improving your finances, getting that job that you wanted, getting that promotion that you wanted, or seeing a return on something you've been investing your time in, finally starting to produce something. Maybe you've been working on your own little side business, or you started a business and you're still working, and that's why you're so worn out with the Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands showing up here. And maybe at some point you felt like it really wasn't panning out, like you weren't seeing that success come through. But then when you finally start to see it happening with the Seven of Swords, yeah, you're relieved to an extent, but you might again feel like that success might have been just a little limited. But again, look at it long term, because this to me is like it's a bit of a turnaround from where you were. At the Seven of Pentacles, that prosperity is slowly coming into you. It's as a result of hard work and planting seeds for the future, and finally some of that is starting to come full circle and produce something for you that is going to be beneficial for you in the long term. So Libra, if you've been struggling, looking for that job or looking for that promotion or a better job, or you've been unemployed, this is a time of turnaround for you. Okay, this is a time where things finally begin to turn in a positive direction. All right, so keep at it. Don't let go. Don't give up the fight, and realize even partial success is a success, and that success will come through fully at some point. You just have to take care of yourself. Don't wear yourself down. If you wear yourself down and you get overburdened and you get worn out, our minds aren't as creative as they could be. We're not as sharp as we could be. We kind of close ourselves off mentally and spiritually, and we're not able to receive that intuition and messages like we normally would if we took care of ourselves and didn't just overdo it, overextend ourselves, Libra. So if this reading was for you, great. I hope so. Leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if it wasn't, it's okay, leave it. There's always another time, okay? And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.